Hello everybody, my name is Buzzy107 and welcome back to Minecraft Hardcore. Today we are going to be doing quite a bit. I need to go get some sand. I want to get some clerics so I can get some ender pearls. And I want to get ready to go fight the ender dragon. So we're going to have to stay up a few nights and take out some phantoms. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright everybody, so I've been down here for a while and I've been kind of just mining out a large area. As you can see, my pickaxe is almost done. But these are some of the tunnels that we did. If you look at my F3, you can see that in the bottom right, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4 up. No, 5 up. 6 up. Yeah, 6 up. From the bottom, you can see if it says it's a slime chunk, which is true right here. I haven't had any slimes spawn in here yet, but I went ahead and put an iron golem up there. I just did this just to make sure. Alright, nighttime is starting up over here. I'm going to put my bow in my offhand and my sword in my main. And we're just going to kind of wait. Hopefully the phantoms don't take too long to spawn in, because they should spawn above me even though it is raining, because I've been up for probably about 6 days now without sleeping, and it seems like the rain has stopped just as nightfall comes. So now we just gotta wait for them to come on in. And one reason why I'm holding my bow in my offhand and my sword in my main is because if you do that, you still get the looting effects of your sword while using your bow, which is a Java edition only thing, because you cannot hold any kind of weapons in your offhand on Bedrock. We'll go over here where we shouldn't have too many entities. Almost didn't see that spider. Alright, let's put down a chest right here. We'll grab out some steak. So this will help us when it comes to trading with the clerics if we want to get ender pearls that way, since we don't have a lot of endermen spawning. This will help us with on the gunpowder front. Now, this isn't the only night that I've been up and I've done this. This is just the only one that I've really recorded. Because for some reason I'm not having the luck of getting any kind of phantoms or anything to do to spawn in so that I can, you know, actually collect their drops, which is kind of a bummer because I am purposely staying up at night for that. So I may have to forego using Phantom Membrane for now until I get something to spawn at some point, or I may have to go out further than what I'm mainly at and just go ahead and get the drops that way. But I want to go ahead and sort out what I got here, and then we're gonna go over to the village, trade with any of the clerics that we got, because I have been breeding up villagers too. So we'll do that. All right, I think I have everything I need to start heading over to the stronghold. I've got a couple crafting tables on me just in case. I've got some lanterns. I'm probably going to brew up some night vision potions, just so that because I'm going to stream the dragon fight, so that when I do the dragon fight, you know, people will be able to see. And let's see, rockets, mending book, anvil, some golden apples, plenty of food, and a stack of logs so that, you know, I can go bridge across the end. So yeah, I think this is everything that I'm going to need. Went ahead and put mending on all my armor and enchanted a new helmet so it has blast protection instead of fire protection. Respiration, I'm breaking 3, and these are both of these are prop 4, this is prop 3. And then I've got a water bucket. Unfortunately, was not able to find any slow falling or any phantoms. Did spend a couple of nights trying to get them to spawn, but they just didn't for whatever reason. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to head over there. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing it on a stream, so you guys, if you watch me on Buzzy107 on YouTube, you will see that. Let me go ahead and jump in there to set my spawn. I'm gonna grab a shield just in case I run into any skeletons, and I need to grab a pumpkin so that I can use a pumpkin to kind of hide it when I'm looking at if I happen to look at the Enderman. As you can see, we defeated the Ender Dragon with pretty much an easy which was an easy task to do. But now we have the situation of rockets. I only had enough to make 6 stacks of rockets. I've already used almost a stack just flying around here, getting some miscellaneous blocks. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump off. We're gonna look for a spot around here that's just out of render distance that we could easily set up a mob farm. I want to go 128 blocks off of the ocean floor, so I want to find a relatively shallow area. So honestly, we could probably start right about here. And our nether portal is over there. And we could go from there and make a mob farm up from this block right here. So, to mark it, I'm going to go ahead and put a stone block on top. And then I'm going to get some supplies, and we're going to come back. And this is just going to be a simple skyblock style farm. I'm not looking to have insane rates. Mainly because if I need them, I can AFK overnight, get all the rates that I need. And this hopefully will replace our bone meal farm. But it won't replace the farm that we're going to be building, some farms that we're going to be building underneath. Alright, so I went ahead and got all the materials together and started to lay out a platform here. Now this platform is, if we go over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wide by 7 long. So what I want to do is I'm going to get a 3x3 area kind of marked out and get my hoppers down. So what we're going to do is lay down the ender chest right here, grab out the redstone box, and we're going to get a 3x3 of hoppers. And those hoppers are going to lead into a single chest for right now. So a single chest right here, or we can do a double chest. Should still have enough to do the 3x3. So 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. And then 1, 2, and 3. And then we have 2 on this side and 2 on this side. I'm going to make the sides out of the cut copper. I just got to cut it. And then we're going to do some tinted glass up the center. And then we will do some spruce wood on the sides. So what I mean by that is the very side block right here will be spruce wood. On the, let me get the stone cutter out. On these sides it'll be cut copper. And then from that it'll be the tinted glass. Well, right here it'll probably be a piece of copper just to kind of give it a little bit of a frame, and then from here it'll be the black tinted glass. And then up like that. And then I'll probably put 2 trapdoors here just so I can kill them if I want to get some extra XP. But there you go, that's kind of what it's going to look like. And I'm going to figure out exactly how high I need to go. And inside of here, it'll have some campfires. Now what we're going to do is go on this back side right here. And we're just going to go across the 7 that we need. We got one left over, so we'll throw it out. And then right here, all of these will be stripped. So that is basically what it's going to look like down here. I mean, I could go ahead and use this right here. Come over to this side. I could use a deep slate and go up with the deep slate. That might look better. Let me go ahead and check that real quick. And then we'll make a final decision from there. And then I don't know, I think the deep slate would look good. So let's go ahead and we'll swap this out for deep slate. Specifically the deep slate tiles. And while this is just a mob farm, if I'm going to be here, I do want it to look good. And I think that actually does look pretty good right there. So I'm going to go ahead and do the deep slate and the copper and then the tinted windows. So I'm going to build this up. I forget how many blocks it is, but it's going to be, we're going to do this in a time lapse because this is the same kind of skyblock farm that I used in my skyblock hardcore series. I'm just adapting it for having a actual floor around us. So we went from sea level, which is Y6. All right, and we are up here, pretty high up here now, like you can see. And I've gone ahead and I've gotten this all capped off just so I can sleep in here, grab whatever materials I might need through here. All right, so we're gonna go from here. We're gonna go 8 blocks out because if I'm not mistaken, water can only travel 8 blocks at a time. Because I want it to stop here. So this is gonna be 1, 2. And then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we'll just do the same on all 4 sides. And then we're going to fill it all in with glass blocks. That way we can kind of see what's going on, even though it's kind of hard to see through the tinted glass. But we should be able to see what's going on through the farm. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll come back. Alright, so I got these in. As you can see, I went up a little bit higher with the concrete and the tinted glass. I'm going to do the same right here. And this might make it a little trickier getting up and down once we get the actual flooring in. Let me go ahead and take these off my hotbar. But even with it being a little bit trickier, I think that it will still work for what we want, because we're going to be going up here and we're going to be making some platforms. Now the platforms themselves are going to be made out of a mixture of spruce and the deep slate tiles, just because I know I don't have enough copper to do all of them. I might do a copper accent on the corners, but that's to be decided at this point. So I want to go ahead and get started on that, get all these platforms in, and then start on getting some of the these trapdoors in. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we will come back once it is time to actually get the start getting the levels in. So let me go ahead and do that, and we'll come back. Alright, so this is the first of the platforms done. As you can see, I went ahead and put trapdoors down, and that is honestly to keep spiders from spawning. Because if you, and I learned this from playing Skyblock. Let me go ahead and put this back down right here. If you put these trapdoors down, spiders won't spawn, but you will still get all the too tall hostile mobs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my house. I'm going to break down some of that copper that I have, and then I'm going to do a copper line around the top. Alright, so I've been busy getting some of these platforms in. Now I do have a total of 3, which should be more than enough. Plus, I mean, I'm thinking about going one more, because we are at 227, and 318 is the new build height, so I could always put in another platform and just try and maximize the rates a little bit more in this farm. I am starting to run low on the tinted glass, as that is all that I have left is a stack in 14. I do have plenty of copper, plenty of trapdoors, and plenty of the deep slate tiles, and plenty of wood left. So I'm thinking about going one more, and then we'll clean out everything that's in the bottom here and everything that's on these trapdoors, and then we will cover it up, and hopefully we haven't missed anything, because then the farm will start. We do have to put the water down though, so we'll break everything out, put water down, and then start everything up. Alright, so we put the last layer in. Now we just got to go around with the trapdoors and put these in. I can stop putting stuff down on the wrong block. But I don't have enough of the glass to continue this pattern, so I figured after this layer I will just call it done. So what I'm going to do is put these trapdoors in, and then I'm going to cap everything off with one more line of copper, but it's going to be copper half slabs instead of full slabs, or full blocks. And I need more trapdoors. Alright, so the top is all closed off now, and it has a nice little pattern going around it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down here and close this all up once we get some blocks in that we need. Let's see. Gonna need the 9 soul campfires. And we're gonna need it for these. Let's go ahead and put these in. And then we're going to put a half slab here, It gives us enough view to where when they start falling in, we can see them and we can attack them with our sword. But they won't be able to see us. And as you can see, they're already coming in and immediately dying. And automatically going in here. Minus the stuff that was ours. So this is going to be like a general mob farm. We're going to go into Cheaty Cam real quick. And you guys can see, you know, we got creepers and everything up here spawning in. Their AI is going to get them to walk over this way. And they will eventually fall in and make their way down like those zombies just did. And that will work for all of these creepers, and they'll end up pushing each other off like this one's going to do. So we'll get creepers in there, we'll get zombies in there, skeletons, all the different mobs. And then they'll all fall down here, and they will die, and their drops will go in here. And once I get all their drops, like a range of all their drops, I'm going to go ahead and make a storage system that goes down from here and goes over this way. Alright, so I went ahead and got the item sorter in, and also did a little bit of work in here. I gotta hang up some lanterns. So let's hang one there and one there. And all it is is a very simple, the Emboss item sorter. It's got a comparator comparing what's in this hopper, which is rotten flesh. And once you get more than 41 items in here, it sends a redstone signal down through here, hits the repeater, turns off the redstone torch, and the items sort down into these two chests. So I've got one for rotten flesh, one for bones, one for arrows, and one for gunpowder. As you can see, I've got gunpowder in there, arrows there, bones there, and rotten flesh there. Very simple, but very effective. I have closed off up here. I will be putting some trap doors along, probably right here, so I can put a ladder up there so I can get up there if I want to manually kill them. I will have to turn the campfires off though to do that. But all in all, I think this is a pretty nice little system. It definitely it's definitely a little bit different than my old mob farms usually are. But all in all, I think it does pretty well. So I'm going to sit here and AFK for probably about an hour. And then once that's done, I will let you guys know what kind of rates I got. Alright, so after an hour we have 62 gunpowder, we have a stack and 35 of the arrows, we've got 64 and 33 of the bones, and then we got a stack and 47 of the rotten flesh. And with that being said, I think that brings us to the end of the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I have a lot more things planned for this episode, well, for this series going forward. I still haven't fully decided on whether or not I want to go ahead and get a totem or not, but I'll figure that out. So if you guys did enjoy this episode, please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright guys.